Before the SpaceX Starship can begin colonizing Mars, it has a couple of missions beforehand. In today's video, we're going to discuss 4 missions that SpaceX's Starship has to conduct before going to Mars. So Mars is a big deal. Once we start colonizing Mars and land on Mars for the first time, that is going to be revolutionary. It is going to be mankind's greatest achievement. So we don't really want to mess it up. So I look at these 4 missions as the final testing stages for the Starship to kind of put it to the full test and its full potential before taking humans 6 to 7 months away to another planet we've never been to, something that is so alien to us. Now, I know we've studied it with rovers, but we have never stepped foot on this planet, so we have no idea what to expect. So I look at these 4 missions as SpaceX's final testing grounds before going to Mars. The first mission is to deliver Starlink satellites to space. Now, SpaceX has already delivered up to 4,000 Starlink satellites at 60 per batch using the Falcon 9, and that's to date. I don't know when the Starlink satellites really started launching. I think maybe back in 2020, 2019, I don't know. Don't quote me on that. I'm not entirely sure. But the Starlink internet has been very popular worldwide, and with it being delivered by Starship, it will actually lower costs and hopefully become more reliable and more available throughout the world in parts of the world that it's not already in. So delivering Starlink satellites is one of Starship's final testing grounds before going to Mars, and I think it's actually a pretty good thing to use Starship for. If it's more affordable to launch Starship than it is for the Falcon 9, then why not use it? And not only that, but you can fit more Starlink satellites on the Starship because, well, for one, it's massive. The second mission is the Artemis program, landing astronauts on the moon. In April of 2021, SpaceX won a $2.89 billion NASA contract to develop a spacecraft for landing astronauts on the moon. So this contractual agreement between SpaceX and NASA is for SpaceX to build a lunar lander version of the Starship. NASA, in favor of other space programs like Blue Origin and Virgin Galactic, chose SpaceX. Under its contract, SpaceX is expected to deliver the lunar lander in late 2025, but just recently there were some delays because of the Starship launch in April of this year, where it did blow up and there's still an ongoing investigation. So this could delay their 2025 launch into 2026, and that's some information that's coming from Jim Free, who is the Associate Administrator for Exploration Systems Development at NASA. The third test is space tourism. In 2018, some Japanese billionaire put down an undisclosed deposit to be the first customer of SpaceX's lunar tourism program, Dear Moon. Under his agreement with SpaceX, he will board a Starship rocket when it's ready for a week-long trip around the moon. Could you imagine that? Now, of course, you gotta probably be a billionaire to afford a trip like this. But the fact that we are getting closer to space tourism, one day it might actually be pretty affordable, like you see in the movies, like just traveling around space, becoming an intergalactic species, and one day we might just say, okay, we're taking a road trip or a space trip to Mars, or to Pluto for even that matter. The final test is replacing commercial air travel. Back in 2017, Elon Musk floated the idea of using space rockets for high-speed transportation on Earth. He proposed that Starship, which was still in the concept stage, could replace commercial aircraft in long-haul international travel and fly between any 2 points in the world in under an hour. Now, while that is pretty cool, replacing commercial air travel might not actually be, I don't know. I don't see this happening because commercial air travel is already expensive. Sometimes you can find cheap flights and it's, can be affordable. But the fact of using a space rocket, now how expensive would that be? That would be pretty expensive, especially if you could arrive somewhere in under an hour. Now, the idea is pretty cool because I like Elon Musk and his ideas are actually pretty cool. But I don't know. I maybe if it was affordable, this would be pretty cool. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Which mission out of these 4 missions are you most excited about, or are you just excited to see Starship go to Mars? I think the latter for me. I'm excited to see it go to Mars. That will do it for this video. If you enjoyed, drop a like and subscribe. If you want to see more SpaceX content, let me know in the comments down below. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.